I want to start by expressing my gratitude to everyone for coming today and for the opportunity to be with so many incredible people. Let's listen to Wanda now. She says a few things to each of us before praying for the family. If it's okay with you, Wanda, please speak out and be truthful. I want to start by giving thanks to God for this chance and expressing my gratitude for being in this congregation today. We ought to pause and consider the effectiveness of prayer, which consistently gives us the tranquility we require. Let's talk about something I need to talk about, and that has been on my mind. Let's be honest, a lot of you have undoubtedly seen the hatred that has been permeating Junior recently. It's really annoying. People feel compelled to condemn Christian Rock whenever she spends even a brief time with her child. It's strange. Why does Junior still seem like an infant? Or, why is his leg dangling like that? Are frequently the questions posed by these hate pages and purported channels. It's absurd to me when adults take the stage just to vent about a youngster who hasn't done anything wrong. And it really irritates me when people forget that we are all under the control of a greater power. Some people behave as though there is no divine justice in the world and that everyone must rely on their own skills to resolve conflicts. Trust me, God is keeping an eye on Junior and will provide for him if something goes wrong. Therefore, we don't need to make things worse by mocking a helpless child. How would you feel if someone made such a statement about your own child, niece, or nephew? It wouldn't feel good, you know. Why would you make fun of someone else if you wouldn't want to hear someone make fun of your loved ones? I understand. There are challenges for humans. People frequently experience anger as a result of life's difficulties. I recognize that there is a limit, particularly with regard to children. Our performance has to be enhanced. I aim to live a clean life and concentrate on considering other people's viewpoints. I stay away from smoking, engaging in unhealthy pastimes, and stumbling into similar pitfalls. Many intelligent people exist, yet some appear to have lost their ability to have empathy, especially for children. Sometimes it's better to say nothing at all when you have nothing kind to say. Additionally, Chrissy Rock is now an adult if you want to discuss her. She is able to control herself and stand up for what she believes in. I promise that Blueface is matured and won't be bothered if you bring him up. He might even find it appealing if you have anything to say about him. But a child who is unique.
Here's the bottom line, then.
Perhaps you should remain silent if you are unable to say anything flattering about a child. What imagine if someone had mentioned those details about your specific family? In what way would you guess? It's just hurting. Additionally, I have pledged to support Junior no matter what. I will always support Christian Rock, even if I don't agree with all she does or some of her choices with Junior. He bears no responsibility for any of this. It seems that some people only criticize him to give themselves something to discuss. Furthermore, these networks don't even profit from it, let's face it. They're paying you pennies to discuss how the lives of children don't add up. I'm not here to start arguments, to be clear. You're already aware that I am unaffected by other people's drama. I'll ignore the negative and continue. You may talk all you want, but at the end of the day, I'm focused on the vital things. Managing my business, being a decent person, and spending time with well-meaning individuals. I swear to you that if you try to start a fight, I won't care. I'm not here to spend my days debating or fighting with people online. I'm too busy taking care of my loved ones and doing morally to listen to you talk all you want. My numbers will continue to increase. I'll still be here doing what I do, and my life will keep evolving. Let's all take a moment to reflect and keep the golden rule in mind. Don't say anything at all when you have nothing encouraging to say, especially concerning children who are at risk. We ought to be kind and courteous. Being a decent person comes at no cost. They will simply continue to search for me. If you pay attentively, you can see that people are able to spot the fakes. That's the reality. Many people are struggling with their own problems and start to feel jealous. However, you shouldn't vent your emotions on a baby just because you're having issues, especially if you don't know them or have never even met them. That's absurd. It's a low blow to vent your rage on someone you don't know well by attacking their child. Which year? It seems weak and trivial to me. You don't need to bring more negativity into a child's life when they are already attempting to mature and find love. Thus, leave it to yourself if you have nothing worthwhile to say. If you concur with me, kindly click like. Nevertheless, you are free to like it and leave a comment expressing your thoughts on the junior issue in general. Please share your thoughts with me. I appreciate them. Christian Jr. continues to attend his doctor's appointments. In case anyone was unaware, everything is going well. Why do you act as though something is amiss when the physicians haven't said anything? Christian Rock is giving her son all of her attention, supporting him and seeing to his needs. In the end, it's the only option available to her. Even though the doctors aren't indicating anything is wrong, you keep talking about her child. That is not logical. Being honest is a waste of time and uninteresting. It's amusing how some people spend their entire day discussing someone else's child. You understand that's incorrect. What we put into the world is reflected in life. Furthermore, this concept goes beyond simple theory. Imagine it as a boomerang. Every action, word, and thought we release has a consequence that ultimately comes back to haunt us.
This is a natural law.
When negativity, hate, or criticism are released into the world, they eventually come full circle and repeat in unexpected ways that frequently cause harm to the person who first released the energy. There are other things we do to hurt people besides being critical or cruel. In addition, we're jeopardizing our own peace and advancement. In fact, concentrating on the shortcomings or mistakes of others keeps us from taking the time to examine ourselves and grow as people. It is easy to criticize others because it frequently originates from an underlying feeling of insecurity, jealousy, or unhealed wounds within ourselves. Putting others down in order to feel better about our own flaws is a temporary solution that only makes us unhappy in the long run. Ultimately, the negativity you send into the world makes your own misery worse. The energy that controls our surrounds, the cosmos, or whatever you choose to call it, has a mechanism for preserving balance. Transmitting jealousy or hatred could have unanticipated consequences. Negative energy like strained relationships, lost chances, or even self-doubt could manifest in your life. The energy we give the world can be a manifestation of stress, anxiety, or dissatisfaction. On the other side, when we decide to share love, support, and joy, we are making room for our lives to thrive. Another strategy for being positive is to decide to concentrate on the good aspects of both ourselves and other people. Someone who is constantly happy and who uplifts others instead of depressing them. Making the decision to support individuals around you not only makes them feel appreciated and acknowledged, but it also advances your own development. Stronger connections, happier lives, and healthier relationships are all correlated with encouragement and positive energy. This straightforward, yet important realization is undoubtedly the first step on the path to personal development. Your essential project is the most crucial factor. There is a lot of noise in the world, and it is quite easy to compare oneself to other people. When someone else achieves success in their personal or professional relationships, it's normal to feel a little envious. This is the issue. People lose their happiness when they compare. You lose sight of the beauty of your own special journey when you are always comparing your life to others.
Consider it that way.
Your existence only shows the outside, but your discontent is internal. Everybody encounters difficulties and barriers. We lose sight of our own potential when we obsess over what other people are doing. The secret is to focus on your own personal development rather than competing for other people's approval. Doors that you have never seen before will start to open as you focus on improving yourself. Recognize your strengths and start making improvements. While growth is always possible, pushing oneself to the maximum is not always required, regardless of your capacity to deal with issues or form relationships. Sometimes it's essential to stand back and give oneself some space. Go over and reorder your priorities. Finding the energy and clarity to move forward in ways that seem true to you might be facilitated by being truly present in the moment. One strategy to cease worrying about what other people are doing is to cultivate a sense of tranquility. Expressing gratitude for your current situation. You are on your own route, so you shouldn't let anyone else's schedule control how quickly you go. It's simple to embrace the notion that you ought to be farther advanced. However, every person's path is unique. Concentrate on what would improve you rather than evaluating yourself against others. Now try something else. Dedicate some time to studying something new or establish a connection with your inner self. In the end, there are countless opportunities available to you when you concentrate on your personal growth. Being someone is not necessary for the planet. I need someone to be you. If not, chances, people, and experiences will come your way more naturally. The actual effort, you see, lies in changing your viewpoint if you are the most complete and genuine version of yourself. You must accept accountability for your own ideas, deeds, and responses. You will have less time available if you devote more of it to improving your abilities, fortifying your moral fiber, and attending to your mental well-being and the faults of others. This is not about ignoring their imperfections, but rather about realizing that other people's paths are theirs, just as yours is yours. A positive feedback loop that enhances not only your life, but also the lives of those around you is produced when you concentrate on your own development. Your story is entirely within your power. In the end, what propels us forward is not criticism or gloomy viewpoints, but rather inspiration, good energy, and introspection. Instead of pulling each other down, let's start supporting one another. Let's improve our lives since compassion is reciprocated by the world and by you. Group vibration, since helping others benefits us all. There are multiple levels to this. You wouldn't even have time to think about other people if you were preoccupied with improving yourself. It's genuine conversation. You have to step outside of your comfort zone and quit letting negativity draw you in if you want to succeed. Thus, make sure to enjoy yourself, share the video, post it, and give your comments in a comment. Till I go out again, don't forget to keep those likes up for your son. Be truthful and fight the temptation to compromise.